traumatic brain injury recovery.
So what's the old me versus the new me? You might want to function like you were before your injury. You desperately want to do that. And you can't. It's just going to be a frustrating experience. So the survivor and the people who are helping, the support system, it's really important to understand the new me. What is your new functioning? So
to understand and accept.
Understand and accept the new me, because you might need to have that information repeated again. You might need to be more careful. You might need to do this or do that. Use some strategies in order to be successful, to reduce some of your frustration and to increase your level of functioning. So the sooner, whenever it's possible, for a person to be able to know their new me, and that's something that I might do in terms of providing, well, these are your levels of functioning in all these different areas. Physical therapists would do the same, occupational therapists, any mental health workers as well. This is where you're at right now. Okay, from my point of view, do you see that as well? Okay, so what are some things to do? And the most important thing is for that client, that person, to be involved in the process. You'd be like, oh, this person does this person does that. What does that person do for them to be their own assertive person, to them to be aware, for them to know what to do? And then you have the most important person on the team, the person who knows what he or she needs to do. I'm an advocate of that, for whether it's a person with a brain injury, an adult, or whether it's a student in a school, right? The student needs to know, what am I working on? What is my main goal so that I can improve myself? That's why I can advocate for that, all those kinds of things. If we leave the student or leave the client out of the picture, we're just going to be having to work a lot harder.
It occurs to me, as part of the coming to terms with the new me is to grieving some losses. Well, I'm not the way I used to be in a number of areas, and some important ones, and accepting the new me, and then finding meaning and purpose in life with the new me. Yes. And I know that you've been very creative in helping some of my patients find outlets to feel meaningful and to make a contribution. I'm thinking about someone who you encouraged to write a blog, someone who you played guitar with. What about that?
Well, what I will say to people, and I said it to that man who ended up being in the solar industry, who wanted to work for the police force and had some experience doing security or something that was a little bit more complex, that involved more daily judgment and problem solving, which he was not going to be good at. This is not your strength area. So don't have a job where that's your it's no longer your strength. So, but it was a strength. It was a hat that you wore. You wear it proudly. Put it on your shelf. Say, I was that in my life. I did that in my life. So it's not that I have to mourn that it's gone. I can celebrate that I did do that. You know, life can be long. Life can be varied with all kinds of things that we do and we achieve, but things don't last forever. That one didn't last forever. Let's try something new. So that kind of approach lets the person move from mourning to, I can still be happy about that and proud of it, but now I'm going to have my energies focused on whatever is new.
There's a new way to make a contribution.
Please like, subscribe, and comment on this video.